One of the most useful features in Storyline 360 is the ability to use theme fonts. Each of the templates in our Storyline Templates library is set up with theme fonts. So let's take a look at how to work effectively with theme fonts to ensure your courses have a consistent look and feel. I'm going to launch Storyline 360 and start a new project. This way I can show you the default options and settings that come with a new clean file and how easy it is to work like this. Of course, always save your file before you start working. A new project in Storyline starts with one slide, a blank slide. Believe me, the blank slide is not your friend if your goal is to work effectively and efficiently in Storyline 360. I'll talk a bit more about this later. To access theme fonts, go to the Design tab and drop down the Fonts menu. You'll see the built-in theme font sets at the bottom. The default theme font set is Open Sans, so if you never select an alternative set of theme fonts, this is what you'll get to work with. Any custom font sets you create will appear at the top of this list. To create a new theme font set, go to the bottom of the drop-down list and click on Create New Theme Fonts. Give your new theme font set a name and click on Save. You'll notice I didn't change the fonts in my new theme font set. You can do this when you create and name your set, or you can go back up to the Custom Fonts list at any time, find your custom font set, right-click and choose Edit, and edit the fonts later. Using the drop-down lists, choose a heading font and a body font from the list of available fonts on your system. You can see how these fonts will look in the sample window. I'll talk a bit more about guidelines for choosing and pairing fonts later on in this screencast. Before I save this new font set, I want to show you where you can find out more about theme fonts. These information prompts appear often in Storyline 360 and are a valuable resource which I highly recommend you check out. So let's look at what they say about theme fonts. The heading font is used for slide titles, question text and marker titles, and the body font is used for slide text including shapes, captions and buttons, answer choices and marker descriptions. There's a lot more information here, but let's pause where it mentions using theme fonts on Slide Masters. In particular, where it says you can always override the default fonts for a course slide by manually customizing individual text boxes. This is absolutely the case, but this whole series of screencasts I'm currently developing is about supporting my hundreds of Storyline template subscribers by helping you work effectively to achieve a consistent look and feel throughout the courses you develop using our templates. And manually customizing individual text boxes is not something I would recommend as common practice. Throughout this series, I'll be continuing to offer guidance such as this. Now, let's take a look at what it says about formatting. As you can see, there's a lot of information here, and yes, you will sometimes use this. But if a template is set up correctly and you know how to use it, there'll be limited need for manual formatting. At the bottom of this screen, it mentions there are several ways to speed up your workflow and ensure your course has a consistent design. And this is where I recommend you focus your efforts. As you'll see, working with theme fonts is in this list, and this takes us back to where we started. So let's save our new theme font set and take a look at how this works. I'm going to right-click and apply a layout to this blank slide. You'll see I've applied a title and content layout, which is one of the layouts that comes as a default with a new Storyline project file. If we go into the Slide Master view using the View tab, you'll see the list of theme fonts also appears in here. And here's our new theme font set we created earlier. You can see the fonts have been automatically applied to each of the layout slides in the Slide Master, If we go into the Feedback Master view, you'll see the new theme fonts have been applied to all layouts here as well. So now you know a little more about how this works, you might want to change some of the theme fonts in our templates to ones more suitable for your purposes. You can apply any of the existing built-in or custom theme fonts to a course you're working on. Just go into the list of theme fonts, hover over a font set to see a preview, right-click and choose from the available options. You can do this from Slide View or Master Slide View. Just a heads up here, if you've used manual formatting on any text, this font set change won't be reflected in that text. One final tip about custom theme fonts using our Storyline templates. On the download page of each template, there's information about the fonts used in that template, with links to where you can download these fonts. If you don't install the fonts that have been used, you'll get a missing fonts message like this when you go to open the Storyline file. If you cancel out of this message, it will let you continue working with the file, but will substitute system fonts that won't look the same as the fonts used in the template design. To fix this, you'll need to close out of Storyline altogether, download and install the font, then open your Storyline file once the font is installed. When it comes to choosing and pairing fonts, there's a lot of information out there you can read up on. But who doesn't love a free guide? And here's one I found on font pairing. There's a list of 7 tips on this site for pairing fonts, plus an ultimate free font pairing list with examples. If we go back up to here, there's information about where to find free fonts, which takes us to a handy resource for finding the best Google font pairs. I'm going to take you quickly through the process of downloading and installing a font using this Poppins font. At the bottom here is a link to download the font. Once you've downloaded the font, which comes in a zipped folder, right-click and choose Extract All. The folder with the files in should open up. There's a lot of fonts in here, but I'm going to select the regular TrueType font. Right-click and choose Open. Then click on Install, and that's it. Hope you found this short overview of working with theme fonts in Storyline 360 helpful. Don't forget to visit my Storyline template site and check out the huge range of templates we've designed and developed for you.